I'm trying to see.
You guys see the story?
No, where?
Yeah, can you test the picture of the book?
Yeah, that's what I'm just doing right now. Do you guys not see it?
Nope.
Yes, please.
Hold on. Now?
Yes, now we can see it. If you want, delete the extra pages, the one that has.
No, I'm not messing with it, Aisha.
Okay. Okay, but I can, when you read it. Okay. How about, can you read it from a different laptop and so the pictures?
I'm gonna do this.
Okay. Is there any way to enlarge your screen?
It is the biggest. I mean, when I go, it gets. You said it's too big right now.
No, like
As big as my.
make
What
it your
if
whole
you click
screen.
X? Click on the X there.
What X? This one?
Yeah.
Why'd you make me do that?
Oh, that close the book.
No. I was gonna say up on top on your right hand side where it says double click on the page. Up. One up. The dark gray slide of your dark gray. You know where the X button is?
This?
Yeah, right next to it. Right next to it. To that left. Go left.
This?
No. That same button that you just touched. Right next to it. There's another.
Come on, Aisha.
Double box. That left. A little bit left. Yeah. Click on that. See, now that makes your screen large.
I know it's small.
But then shrink your book now.
Wait, what makes it small?
Then you can't see it.
No.
Then
It
you
makes
can't
it the
see
whole
it.
screen.
What are you seeing?
Like when you do when you do this, I see the gray in the background. Okay, and the book is small.
And when I do this, you see my family picture.
I see actually the bigger picture of the book. So then what you can do is maybe just shrink the size of the book a little bit.
Oh, really?
Minimize it now. Oh, okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, at least I can see more of the book, the title cover.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, baby. You are a baby. You're just a
Okay.
little baby.
If you are on, Money, is there a way?
Free conference call. You can screen your video
Uh-huh.
of your laptop, and you can there's no one else is on camera or nothing. Okay.
What's it called?
Free.
So by the way, right now we are on live on the website. By the way,
on Facebook.
We're live on Facebook.
we're on no, we're live on the Masjid website.
On Masjid website.
If you go to Masjid
On the
website, you can see
Masjid
us.
website.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
We need to go low. Oh, let me see one. Oh, I see it live on Facebook. Oh my God, to me, I do see it. Oh, that's good. Okay. Oh, then you can see my art too.
Yeah, when you're talking.
Oh, when I talk. So if I mute myself, then no.
Conferencecall.com.
Oh, okay. There's something called freeconferencecall.com. I'm on this thing.
My boss uses it. It's really simple.
It's simple and easy.
Free account. You don't have to pay for Zoom.
You don't have to pay for Zoom or anything he's saying. It's this one.
So we'll try it for next time then.
Yeah. And then he said that you can
video record your screen. Like you can show your screen and no one else has to show camera or anything.
Well, technically, the Sunday school one is the same thing that the Masjid owns.
what do you want, Minnie?
Exactly nothing.
What? We're participating in this.
No. You can still see your camera.
You can still see my camera?
3 people are watching it.
3 people are watching it. Let's see. Can we see who the 3 people are?
I don't think so.
Let's open chat. It's probably Shaykh, Samia. Samia, I see your face.
Yeah, no, I put the camera on.
Okay, just letting you know.
You just realized you're still on the Zoom. Oh no, never mind. It's just my
Okay,
mom.
so what are you showing on this table?
So I'm right now. I'm trying to see why we're not able to. Why is it not on Facebook Live right now?
Okay.
Because we're on the website, but not on the live, not on Facebook.
Allow participants to share. So can we let me see what share
No,
what.
we don't want participants share.
Paul, your face is showing up still on the Zoom, like on the Mushroom website.
Mine?
Yeah, whatever you talked, but
Okay, but now it's gone, right?
now it's gone.
Yeah. Thanks, Amon. Thanks for that.
Yeah, he's letting you know.
Because we don't.
Shit.
Video. It's just
Because it's from their Zoom call.
you never had that program. Look at episodes.
Where? Oh no, it's because it's live. Yeah, you can go back and live.
Virtual background. Don't allow. No.
Grafica laban doon ya.
Wait, virtual.
Ya ka.
When you do this, I see
Shake Slasher.
gray in the background. Okay, and the brush shrink the size of the head. If you are on
Yeah, make sure you don't do virtual background. Virtual background.
I was just messing around.
Not able to do twice.
You were not needed here. Oh, your face is.
So Samia and I need to be on mute when you present, because when we talk, I think our screens start lighting up, or like our camera starts getting.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best thing to do. Make sure that we take turns speaking.
Then we'll just unmute.
Yeah, we take turns speaking, or.
But you can't do anything about the cameras, about other people's camera?
No, I don't think there's anything we can do with that right now.
Okay. Oh, what you making, Aisha? You're still making kofte?
Okay.
Okay, then I just said to you the hadith. I can share that through my WhatsApp, I think.
On where?
I sent in our WhatsApp group. I'm just saving this on my laptop.
Sorry, Samia, you were talking to me. I didn't realize I was on mute and I was talking to you.
Yeah, I realized that.
Oh, okay. Because you're like still making kofte. I'm like, yeah, I had some left over and it's gonna be good. Okay, let me just cover it up. God dang it. Hot, hot, hot.
I need to clean up Noah. I am just exiting out. I'll be back in 10 minutes, okay?
Are you talking to us?
Yes.
You can't leave us.
Yeah, I am. I'll be back in 10. I'll leave it open. You can hear my kids. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
You can put the video on if you want.
What are we doing?
Show her your rainbow.
Okay. How do you, Mama? How do you put the camera on?
There you go. Look at you. I see you.
No, wait, no, Lisa, look.
I saw Issa trying to hide.
We're still making ours.
Yeah, talk about being slowpokes. Hurry it up already. I want to see what yours looks like.
Okay. Can I just press I agree?
Yeah, that's fine. How do I not share my video?
If you click on your name, you can just do more stop video.
There, can you see me now or no?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Thank you. Because you just said this is all still live on Facebook. They need to delete this because we're saying all these weird stuff.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد. Alhamdulillah, first we'd like to thank everybody for joining us today. Inshallah, this will be our first of many online programs for the young kids. We have a story that inshallah we'll be reading. We'll be sharing a hadith, and then we have some arts and crafts. But we've sent out some supplies that you're going to have to get together. Inshallah, Sister Aisha will be going over those supplies. Hopefully, there are things that you can find around your house. That way, of course, we're not trying to have anybody go outside the house. But again, you should find these things around the house. That way, you can make this art project with us. The topic that inshallah we're going to be covering today is kindness. And kindness, when it comes to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a person came to the Aisha anha and he asked the Aisha that, tell me, how was the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam at home? Right now, everybody is at home, and we've been with our parents, our brothers, our sisters, our siblings for so long. And this person asked, how was Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam at home? And as Aisha replied back, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam at home, he helps out. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he does small things around the house. Sometimes you can find the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam sweeping the floors. Sometimes you can see Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, helping with some of the housework, the chores. There's a hadith that says Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he would patch his own clothes. And this is who the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he always treated his family with kindness. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, of course, treated others with kindness as well. And as Muslims now, when we are home, we have to keep this in mind. Being at home with our brothers and sisters all the time. Usually you used to be able to go to school and you would have your friends there, your teacher there, your siblings weren't always there with you. But now 24/7, your siblings are there. Your brother's there, your sister's there. You're constantly fighting over the remote. You're fighting over who gets to play which game. You're fighting over who gets the tablet and who gets the phone. And this is where it's important for us to keep in mind that when we're with our families, we're with our brothers and sisters, our parents, that we have to bring in the characteristic of being kind. Now, being kind at home is not fighting with your brothers and sisters. Being kind at home is setting up the dinner table. Being kind at home is, after dinner is done, cleaning the table. Being kind at home is helping your mother with the dishes. Being kind at home is helping your father with small things around the house. And this is one of the important things that we look at the life of the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we see how the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was kind within the house. So inshallah, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be trying to bring different, stories like this, different characteristics, different things, akhlaqs, that we can inshallah remind ourselves through this online series, so that we can then bring those into actions while we're at home. So what we're going to do, inshallah, we'll move on to our story. The story that we have today is Ordinary Mary. Inshallah, Sister Samia will be reading the story for y'all.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Inshallah, today we'll be reading a story called Ordinary Mary. And it's about a little girl that does a lot of kind things. So I'll begin. Hopefully you all can see the screen. Ordinary Mary. Extraordinary Deeds by Emily Pearson, illustrated by Fumi Kasoka. Ordinary Mary's extraordinary deed. Ordinary Mary was so ordinary, so very ordinary that you'd never guess she could change the world. This ordinary kid, she did. She changed the world. One
Sister Samia,
ordinary, yes?
we can't see your screen. We just see you.
Oh. Okay. Can you see it now?
Nope.
Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on.
I can see Sister Samia.
You can see me or the screen?
Sorry.
You see the screen?
I see.
Your screens are, yes.
It is there, right? Okay.
Yes. Sister Samia, I would suggest you zoom out a little bit out of the page so people can see a little more.
Better?
Yeah.
There we go. Yes.
Okay.
And then you can probably go full screen on this too. So if you click the three dots on the top right.
Uh-huh.
No, the ones in the menu by the address bar, yeah.
Okay.
And just click that arrow, the diagonal arrow at the bottom in the zoom. Zoom, third option.
Okay.
All the way to the right.
Oh, so this is hiding it. Hold on 1 second.
In the zoom option,
Uh-huh.
by the plus sign. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Thank you. We're okay with the screen now?
Yes.
Yes.
Jazakallah.
One ordinary day, skipping on her way from her ordinary school to her ordinary house, she passed an ordinary vacant lot filled with ordinary bushes growing ordinary berries, ordinary blue and juicy, luscious, lovely berries. Well, Ordinary Mary picked the ordinary berries and brought them in a big brown bowl to Mrs. Bishop's porch. What? Left berries in a big brown bowl on Mrs. Bishop's porch? That sneaky kid, she did. This made Mrs. Bishop very, very happy. So she baked a big batch of blueberry muffins and thought of 5 people who might have brought those beautiful berries, then secretly gave each a plate. How great! 5 people got a plate. One of those 5 was her paper boy, Billy Parker. And when Billy saw his name on a note in the crumb. This made him so glad that the next 5 people got their papers on the porch and not in the bushes where he often threw them. In fact, they were handed right to them. One of those 5 was Mr. Morey, who was so amazed that he smiled for 10 hours on the airplane, then said to 5 from people who had heavy bags, "Here, let me help you." He still smiled, and they did too. One of those 5 was Mario, whose cranky little boy James stopped crying when Mr. Morey played peekaboo with him until the ride came. When he waved goodbye, Mario exclaimed, "How strange that a stranger would be so kind." And the next day, when he was out shopping, once, twice, 5 times, he did something nice for 5 different people, 5 times without stopping. One of those 5 was Joseph, old and bent and gray, in front of her in line at the produce stand. When he said, "I guess I counted wrong. I don't really need these oranges," little James reached out to him with an orange from their basket, and Mario put a coin in Joseph's hand and said, "Here, take this. The oranges are on us." As Joseph shuffled to the bus, his heart was full, and his eyes were wet, and his hands did helpful things for the next 5 people he met. One of those 5 was Sahar, a college girl who was off to see the world and stopped at Joseph's shop. When her bag broke and her things fell all over the floor, she said, "Oh, what will I do?" Joseph said, "This is for you." And he gave her a new bag woven with his own hands in red and purple and green. "Oh, thank you," she said. "It's the loveliest bag I've ever seen." When Sahar left, she felt sunny as noon, and she had just had to shine on 5 people soon. One of those 5 was Sophia, whom she met on a boat looking like the world might end, looking like someone without a friend. "What beautiful eyes you have," Sahar said, "and they're just the color of flowers in your lovely dress." "Yes," said Sophia. "Oh, yes," said Sahar. The beautiful blue eyes shed a happy tear, and when the boat trip was through, Sophia called 5 people to make them happy too. One of those 5 was Tom, her son, the doctor, who was having a very hard day. "Hi," she said. "I love you, Tom." "Well, how great to hear your voice," he sighed. "I always need my mom." Dr. Tom was so cheered up that on his next big break, he bought a big bunch of bright balloons for 5 young patients, and he handed them out right then and there. One of those 5 was Peter, a little boy who went home from the hospital that very day. Gratitude for the big bunch of bright balloons filled him and thrilled him and spilled out of him onto the next 5 people who came his way. One of those 5 was Eric, a teenage boy whose sacks and such were way too much. When one dropped on the sidewalk, Peter stopped his play and rushed right over, saying, "Super Wheels to the rescue." Well, Eric, no longer stressed, was very impressed and made a mental note that every afternoon to help 5 people and do it soon. One of those 5 was Dee, his 10-year-old sister who didn't have many friends and was painfully shy. When Eric said, "Hey sis, want to come to the park and learn how to ride my skateboard?" She looked at him wide-eyed. "Serious?" she cried. "Sure," he said. And because of her brother, Dee decided maybe she could be a friend to another 5. One of those 5 was Louise, a homeless woman who lived under the trees. She could hardly believe her ears. When she heard Dee say, "May my brother and I buy you a hot dog and a drink at that stand over there?" Could it be true? Someone actually cared enough to give her food and a smiley-faced ring that was practically new? Louise was so pleased that she decided that even though she had nothing, she would find 5 others and definitely give them something. One of those 5 was Amara, who lost her wallet in the park. Louise found it, full of 5s and 10s and 20s. Oh, what she could do with all that money! But she found Amara's name and called her home, and over she came. Amara was so impressed that Louise was honest. When money was something she clearly needed, she offered her a job in her store and vowed to do something generous for 5 people or more. Okay, one of those 5 was Kate, a woman on vacation who wanted to see a show she'd heard was a sensation. "Oh no," she said, "it's sold out, but I'm going home tomorrow," and her face filled with sorrow. Amara held out her ticket. "I live here," she said. "I can go anytime. Please take mine." Kate loved the show and was so touched that she thought buying 5 presents for 5 people back home would be really fun. And one of those 5 presents was a little heart necklace for Mary, her niece, and you should have seen her eyes light up in surprise. Mary? What? Ordinary Mary? Yes, Ordinary Mary's extraordinary deed had come full circle, and on its way, it had changed the lives of every person living. When you see, when Mrs. Bishop made muffins from Mary's blueberries, not only the paper boy, Billy Parker, but the other 4 people too made 5 people smile, and those 5 did too. And after a while, in only 15 days, love was sent to every person everywhere. Just see how it went. 1, 5, 25, 125, 625, 3,125, 15,625, 78,125, 390,625, 1,953,125, and they kept on going. Well, 6 billion, even more than all the people on the planet. So after everyone had a share and everybody knew that somebody cared, there was even love left over. The world was changed, and thousands and millions and billions agreed it was all because one ordinary day, ordinary Mary did a perfectly ordinarily, stunningly earth-shaking, totally extraordinary deed. The end.
So, Sami, a great story. Quick question. Does this mean that I can do, as an ordinary person, just one person, I can do one small act of kindness, and that can cause a ripple effect of everybody doing good deeds?
I think so, but I think you're the scholar in this, so you can tell everyone a little bit more about it.
But have you ever done something, and because of that, or has someone ever done something nice to you, which led you to do something nice for somebody else?
Yeah, sometimes people are nice to me, and then I'm nice to someone else because of that. But only if they're nice to me.
Give me an example. What's one time where someone was nice to you?
Okay, so this once when I was sick last year, Sister Aisha, who's going to do our art project, she made me spaghetti and meatballs, and then she had her son drop them off, and then as a family we enjoyed it, and then we made sure now, whenever we know someone's not feeling well, we always make sure to give them food too.
That's actually another sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whenever there was somebody sick, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would go out of his way and would go and visit them. Again, we're not telling people to go visit people now. Right now, you want to stay at home, but the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he would go and visit people, and it's another, it's another sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to spread kindness. So just like ordinary Mary, who did one good deed, Islam teaches us that when someone does good to you, you then pass it on to somebody else. Right? So that's a beautiful thing of kindness. Being kind is actually contagious. Right? So when we say contagious, what comes to your mind? People getting sick, or people coughing, or yawning. But an act of kindness is also contagious. When somebody's kind to you, you then want to be kind to somebody else. And that's really important. So the question is, what should you do to start off this kindness, this chain reaction? Sister Simon, have you ever played dominoes?
Yeah.
Dominoes, those tiny little blocks, you line them up.
Yes.
And you push one of them and they all fall down and there's a reaction.
Yes.
Kindness is just like that. That you have to be the one to start off the reaction, and then it carries on. Again, Jazakallah khair for the story. Again, hopefully we can all be like ordinary Mary, again, in our not so ordinary way. We start off beautiful deeds of kindness and other people. Now, in one hadith, the Prophet ﷺ says, if you are the reason why somebody else does a good deed, then you also get the reward of that. Which means that you do something good, which because of that somebody else does something good, and then this chain carries on. All that good deed then comes back to you, and you now, just because of one small deed, have made this huge mountain of good deeds and rewards. Inshallah, we'll move on with our program. We have Sister Aisha. Sister Aisha, if you can turn on your screen. Jazakallah khair. Sister Aisha, you have a art project. Oh, assalamu alaikum.
All right. Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh. How are you?
Doing great. Doing great. So you have an art project for us?
Yes, we do. So today's art project, let me go ahead and flip it, are just supplies that you have at home. You don't have to go out and get anything. So let me show you. All right. Either you can use crayons, paint, yarn or any string. You can use ribbon, some glue, some white sheet of paper, and scissors. All right. So today's art project is showering the kindness with the rainbow. All right. So we have an example. Manal will show us. So Manal, can you tell us what you did today?
I made a rainbow with a few clouds and made raindrops with things you could do to be kind to to each other.
Can you tell me some examples you have on your raindrops?
I had to smile. If you smile at one another, they'll smile back and it'll fill your bucket. To help other people and to be nice to each other too.
All right. And so what did you do? Did you paint or color?
I painted mine.
All right. Thank you very much. And then we have another example. Asya. All right, Asya, she used, what did you use?
Crayon.
She used crayons to make her rainbow. And what did you put on your raindrops?
I put opening doors, smiling, filling up bottles, helping others, praying, and kindness.
All right, thank you very much. So today's craft is just making a rainbow of kindness, showering with kindness, all right? So you just need a blank piece of paper, and if you'd like to help yourself, you could make things easy for you. You can either trace the rainbow lines and color within, or just kind of wing it like these girls did. And then let's try not to waste paper. After you cut your rainbow out, you can use a corner piece and then make your cloud and make raindrops. And then just cut your raindrops out and then just paste them on and anything that you want. All right. So this is today's craft and we're looking forward to it. And if you guys make your craft, we would love to see it. So if it's okay with mom and dad, they can post it on our Facebook page and let us see what you did. All right. You can get creative. Just use what you have at home. Shaykh, is this all right for you?
Actually, Sister Aisha, if it's okay, can we have you make it for us and show us how it's made? Maybe you can have one of your trusty assistants hold the camera and color it and show us how it's done.
All right. We have an assistant who's dying to hold the camera. All right. Hold on. Here you go. So I'm going to go ahead and just because I'm limited on time, but I know everyone should have crayons and markers at home. So let's see. I'm going to use red. Okay.
Shush. I see.
And what are the red, blue, purple? What's the color?
Orange. Orange.
Is that how the color of the rainbow?
Red, orange, yellow, green.
All right. So this is, look, you can use what you learned in school. Roy G. Biv or something, right? Those are the colors. How to remember? Yes. Red, orange.
Yeah, that's not how we memorize it like that. Okay, now it's yellow.
Yellow. All right, guys. I need to go back to school for coloring. No, just
again,
kidding.
if you could help us out in the comments, go ahead and put a comment of what the color of the rainbow is. Sister Aisha might have forgotten the color of the rainbow, so if you can help us out, if you're on your phone, please feel free to put in the comments and tell us what the color of the rainbow and how you remember the colors of the rainbows.
All right. Yes, please help me out, guys. Let's see. This red. While you guys help me out telling me the colors, I will go ahead and finish coloring because I know red is in there. Shaykh, did I get any help yet?
We're still waiting on our helpers.
All right, come on, helpers. Tell me what colors I need for my rainbow.
Oh, Falia said red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. So after yellow is blue.
Violet.
No, green.
Oh.
Green. Okay. No one knows that.
Okay, so Falaha said green. Mm-hmm. All right, thank you, Falaha. Anything else? After green? What's after green?
Blue. Oh.
Falaha, what did you say?
She said Yeah, red. We did red. Orange, yes. Yellow, green. Now it's blue.
Blue. Okay. Where is my blue? All right. Anybody else know what's after blue?
You're so kind for telling her all the colors.
Thank you, Faleha.
Yep.
So we have Sister Sadia, and she says her daughter says green, blue, indigo, and violet.
Ooh, indigo.
So
Okay.
green, then blue, then indigo, and violet.
All right. Let me see. Oh, I found indigo. Was that Ayana, Sister Sadia's daughter, Ayana?
Yes.
All right, Ayana. Thank you
We have
so
Sister
much.
Sangita. Sister Sangita is helping us as well, Ranya's mother, and she says red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. So she actually put an abbreviation. I'm not going to attempt to actually say that abbreviation because I know I'm going to fail horribly, but I think we're on the right track.
Okay, awesome. All right, are we done with the colors or is there any more? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. There's one more. There's 7 colors in the rainbow. What's the other one? Is it violet?
No, I think it's brown. Yes, brown.
Brown? No, it's not.
It's not.
There's a brown, indigo, and then violet.
And that's it? There's 6 colors of the rainbow?
I thought there was 7.
So we have, again, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet.
Oh, violet. Okay, thank you. I saw violet somewhere in here in my crayons.
Blue, violet. Yeah,
It's violet. All right.
Again, hopefully everybody is at home coloring, and we're not fighting over the colors. We talked about being kind. So be kind and share your colors with your brothers and sisters while you're doing this at home.
All righty. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut out my rainbow. So I'm going to go just like this around my rainbow. Cut it out. Just like this. There we go. And let me cut the inside to make sure it looks like a real rainbow. And again, I'm sure you guys are more creative and can make your lines more better. All right. And then...
Are we going to color the raindrops?
Yes, I will color the raindrops. But first, I'm going to go ahead and write in here one kindness. So I'm only going to do one raindrop. So let me see. What's a way for me to shower kindness?
Oh.
Anybody have any good ideas? What can I write on my rainbow?
Let's look.
What are some ways? What are some acts of kindness? So if you want to help us out, share an act of kindness that we can put in.
And while you're sharing acts of kindness, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut out my cloud.
So someone said pick up litter, right? So if you're outside and you see maybe like a wrapper, and you'll make sure your hands are clean. You don't get your hands too dirty. You can pick up some litter. Ayman says that a way to show kindness is to smile.
Yes,
which is a sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to always smile. One companion said that whenever I saw the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was smiling. He was never grouchy or grumpy, right? Never like always, had a mean face, but he's always smiling. Lean said that one of the ways to show kindness is to hug someone. Right?
I like
when
that.
You go home, hug your parents, hug your brother, hug your sister. Include others, right? If you're doing something, don't leave others out, but be inclusive. If you're eating something, share. If you're playing a game, call others to play with you. Give zakat, the act of kindness. Give charity, the act of kindness.
Yeah.
Right? So there's so many acts of kindness. So right now, you can go ahead and make your raindrops and put in any acts of kindness that you can think of. Give someone a surprise, a nice gift. The Prophet ﷺ says, share gifts with one another, give gifts to each other. And the more gifts that you give, you'll create love with one another. And so if you go to your neighbor, give them a gift, you give your parents a gift, your brother and sisters a gift, and gifting gifts to one another will create love amongst everybody. right? So we have our first raindrop done. So now we're gonna cut the raindrop here.
So I'm just going to show you so you can lightly just color it in and use a marker to write in. I like the kindness of picking up litter or anything that's off the floor because you don't want anyone to trip or fall. And thinking about somebody else and harming them and making sure they're avoid getting hurt and harmed, and you do something like that, I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I have yarn. It just so happened to be at home lying around in my magic closet, as Shaykh and Sister Samia call it. Actually, they call it the
never-ending closet.
Okay, well, yes. You called it what, Shaykh? The Narnia closet of Narnia?
A Narnia.
You guys, that's my secret closet, okay? No one's supposed to know about that.
Ayana says that another good act of kindness is to hold the door open for others. And she says that, you can make cards for other people. If somebody's not feeling well, make a card, you show appreciation to others.
Yes, I like that one.
So after cutting the yarn, we're gonna put glue on behind our raindrop.
See, I'm gonna just take this and I'm gonna go ahead and put this over here. And then now I just have to take my yarn. If you don't have yarn, you can use any kind of string you have. I would even say cut a rubber band in half. And then you can use that if that's what you have lying around, or those little ribbons that you use to tie for a birthday gift, or even you can use streamers. Be creative, get creative, whatever you have at home. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take that cloud that I cut out, and I'm going to go ahead and tape it right onto this. And what I'm going to do is I don't want my string to show, so I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to go ahead and glue it back here. And there you go, guys. This is an example of how to make a raindrop hanging. All right.
So if they have some glitter, they can, put some glitter in the clouds as well.
Yes, you can use glitter if your mom is okay with that. Anything, just get creative, and please send us pictures of all the nice kindness acts that you guys think can go, that you can shower people with. Kindness is very important right now because we're all sitting at home and we may be getting angry and upset with their siblings or other family members, but we need to always be patient. And remember, if you show kindness to one person in your home, it, like the Shaykh said, domino effect, then that person will be kind to somebody else.
Assalamualaikum.
All right, let's see. Walaikum assalam.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Jazakallah khair for the kindness rainbow. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it.
For you.
Oh, Misha has one for me?
No, for Shaykh. Go ahead.
Oh, it's fine too. How can we show kindness right now?
How can we show kindness right now? Okay, I have a question for you. Let's say if I go to Costco or if I go to Walmart and I get all the toilet paper or all of the kitchen roll or all of the hand sanitizer or all the soap and take it home for myself, is that being kind?
Is that being kind, taking things for all the things only for yourself?
No.
Right. So one of the best ways to be kind right now is not to be selfish. Right. So where everybody is thinking about themselves, the best way of showing kindness is to care for others, and to care for your neighbors. And also, if anybody's a doctor, they're telling us the best way for us to be kind is to stay at home. If you're going outside, you're not being kind to the world. You're not being kind to everybody that's out there. There's so many people that are working hard. So be kind by staying at home. Be kind by thinking about others. Be kind by not being selfish.
And can we help by praying for them too?
Absolutely. While we're at home, we should be praying. We should be making dua. We should be reading some Quran. We should maybe be sharing some stories with one another. Saying thank you while we're at home with our family, with our friends. Really appreciating all the doctors that are out there and everybody that's out there working hard, and making dua for the people that might be sick at times like this. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives them shifa, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shower them with His mercy. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send a rainbow of His mercy upon them. Again,
Ameen.
Jazakallah for everybody. Hopefully you liked today's session. Hopefully you will now go and make your rainbow of kindness, and you enjoyed our story. We have Isa there, little Mr. Mashallah. And hopefully you enjoyed the story about Mary, where ordinary Mary, she encouraged you to go out and start that effect, do something kind so that other people, inshallah, do something kind as well. Remember, the Prophet ﷺ, he was first kind at home. The Prophet ﷺ, it wasn't that he was kind to others, but first, be kind to your own family. Be kind to your parents. Be kind to your brother and sister. If you're living with your grandparents, be kind to them, right? By helping them, by saying thank you, by doing small deeds, maybe sharing some candy. Nihan said that sharing candy is that with your friends the act of kindness, right? So bring the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam into our lives, and inshallah. So again, we have the hadith as Aisha was asked, what did the Messenger of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to do inside the house? She answered that he used to keep himself busy helping members of his family, and when it was time to pray, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam would go out to pray. So you can do two things, right? You can do your good deeds and you can help your family members. So as Aisha says that he used to help his family members, but when it came time to pray, he would go out to pray. And we learned a lesson, again, in our current situation, where we're at home, that we should help our family members, and at the same time, we should do our ibadah. And this is a great time to pray with your family, do Jamaat at home, read Quran together at home. What day is it today? Today is Jummah. And does anybody know what surah we're supposed to read on Jummah? There's one particular surah that we're supposed to read at Jummah. It's somewhere in the middle of the Quran, Surah Kahf, right? So it'd be a great time to read this surah together. Now, this hadith, what does hadith mean? This means that everyone can play a part in making sure the kitchen sink isn't full of dishes from last night's lasagna. And there aren't wrong socks all over the bedroom floor. That there aren't toys left in the stairs. There's no booby traps. Not to mention the dustbins waiting to be emptied, while they smell like troll's feet. And everybody in the house can keep it nice. You should be the one to pick up anything that is dropped. So this tells us at home, you go and help others out, right? So when your mother is, after we're done eating, help with the dishes. Look around the house. If you see any dirty socks or any dirty clothes, you pick them up. Any toys that you played with. So after you make today's, rainbow of kindness, make sure you pick up the toys. Make sure you pick up the crowns. Don't leave a mess behind for somebody else to pick up, but help everybody else out. Again, jazakallah khair for everybody. Hopefully you had a great time. Inshallah, next week we'll have another activity, another event that we'll be doing. Inshallah, we'll share it with everybody. Again, please stay at home. Please stay safe. Remember us all your du'as. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And we're looking forward to those little examples of rainbows you guys made.
Yes, please post them online. So again, you can go to today's program and share the pictures there of all the rainbows. Make sure you hold up the rainbow, and like someone said, it is an act of kindness to smile. So hold up your rainbow with a big smile.